Gentlemen, if you're over 60 and your erections have become soft, unreliable, or maybe they've disappeared altogether, then this might be the single most important message you hear all year. Because what you're dealing with? It's not just old age. It's something much sneakier. Something that's been slowly choking your performance. Silently. Quietly. But here's the good news. You can fix it. And not with pills. Not with risky surgery. But with one simple drink. A natural formula, made with ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen, that takes less than a minute to prepare. And that sends blood rushing exactly where you need it most. So if you've been feeling like your best days are behind you, listen up. Because this might be the breakthrough you didn't know you were waiting for. I'm Dr. Mohit Kara. I've spent over 30 years specializing in men's health. I've helped thousands of men regain their strength, their confidence, and their intimacy. All without risky medications. And I'm here to tell you this. Your body still works. It just needs the right kind of support. Now here's where most men get it wrong. They think the issue is low testosterone. But the real root of the problem? Poor circulation. If blood isn't flowing fast and full to the penis, it doesn't matter how much testosterone you've got. The performance just won't happen. But there's a way to naturally unleash your body's blood-boosting potential. And it starts with 4 ingredients, simple, everyday things. Right in your own kitchen. So stick with me, because I'm going to walk you step by step through this 1-minute drink. A drink that's helping men over 60 experience firmer erections, better performance, and a surge of confidence they haven't felt in years. Before we dive in, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. That way, you'll never miss another tip designed specifically to help you feel stronger, more confident, and in control again. And if this message speaks to you, go ahead and type 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0. I want to know what's helpful, so I can keep making this better for you. Now, let's get into it. The first ingredient, beets, nature's ultimate circulation booster. We're starting with one of the most unlikely heroes in this entire formula. It's not a pill. It's not some exotic superfood. It's the beets. That's right. The humble beet. And you've probably walked right past it in the grocery store without realizing just how powerful it is. Let me tell you a story. One of my patients, Robert, a 66-year-old retired firefighter, came to me feeling defeated. He said, "Doc, I still love my wife. I still want her. But my body just won't respond the way it used to. And I've heard that same story so many times. And every time, I say the same thing. Let's not start with pills. Let's not jump to hormone therapy. Let's start with beets." I know what you're thinking. Beets? Really? Yes, really. Beets are packed with natural nitrates, and those nitrates help your body produce a molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the magic key. It relaxes your blood vessels, opens them up, and lets blood flow where it needs to go, fast and full. And when that blood flow improves, everything changes. Erections become firmer, more reliable. Energy improves. Even your brain sharpens, because your whole body is finally getting the oxygen it needs. Robert started drinking a simple beet-based drink. The one I'm about to share with you. And within days, he told me, "I feel different. I feel alive again. And yeah, things are working better down there too. And the benefits go far beyond the bedroom." Beets support heart health. They lower blood pressure, fight inflammation, detox your liver. So no, this isn't just about sex. It's about vitality. It's about taking back what years of stress, aging, and poor circulation have slowly taken from you. But, and here's the key, eating beets alone isn't enough. You've got to combine them with one simple ingredient that supercharges their effects. And most men have this ingredient sitting in their kitchen right now. Let's talk about it. The secret amplifier, lemon, the nitrate activator. So what's the secret ingredient that turns beets from helpful to unbeatable? Lemon. Not the sugary bottled stuff. I mean real, fresh squeezed lemon. Now, when I first told Robert about it, he laughed. He said, "Lemon? What's that got to do with anything down there?" But when he tried it, he understood. See, lemon is more than a flavor enhancer. It's a biological amplifier. It's packed with vitamin C, and that vitamin C helps your body absorb and activate those precious beet nitrates. Faster. Deeper. Stronger. Without it, you're only getting part of the benefit. With it, you're lighting a fire. Blood vessels open wider. Circulation surges. And suddenly, instead of hoping things work, you start to know they will. But that's not all. Lemon reduces inflammation, supports your liver, improves hydration, and it even boosts mood by lowering cortisol. That nasty stress hormone that can absolutely destroy desire and performance. Robert said after a few days, he didn't just feel better in the bedroom. He felt sharper, happier. His wife even said, "You look younger." And that's the beauty of natural support. You aim for one result, and suddenly your whole body feels better. Now, beets and lemon together form a powerful combo. But there's one more ingredient that takes this to a whole new level. It's a root that's been used for centuries to support male energy. And modern science now shows it can do even more than we imagined. Boosting testosterone, lowering stress, and igniting drive from the inside out. Let's dive into it. The testosterone igniter, ginger, the ancient root of strength. The next powerhouse ingredient? Ginger. Yes, ginger. And no, it's not just for cooking. Ginger is one of the most overlooked yet most effective tools for men over 60 who want to reclaim their strength and vitality. Let me tell you about Harold. 72 years old. Sharp. A big personality, but lately, he'd been quiet. He sat in my office one day and said, "Doc, I don't know what happened. The drive is gone. I still care. I just can't feel it anymore." We had already worked on circulation, beets, lemon. But I added one more element, ginger. And that changed everything. Ginger boosts testosterone. Up to 17% in some men. And that's without injections, without prescriptions. But it does more than that. Ginger increases luteinizing hormone, which tells your body to start producing more of its own testosterone. Naturally. Sustainably. It also lowers cortisol, which is the stress hormone quietly sabotaging your performance from the shadows. Stress tightens blood vessels. It crushes desire. And it makes you feel like your confidence is slipping away. But ginger helps flip that. It calms your system. It balances your hormones. And it helps your body return to a state of readiness, without tension, without pressure. Harold came back a few weeks later, and I'll never forget what he said. "Doc, I feel like me again." That's what ginger does. It doesn't fake it. It helps you return to who you were. Strong. Steady. Connected. And when you combine ginger with beets and lemon, your foundation is rock solid. But there's still one more missing piece. And without it, your results may never be consistent. It's not a food. Not a spice. It's something your body depends on every single day. And yet, most men over 60 aren't getting enough of it. Let's talk about that next. The overlooked essential, hydration, the missing link in performance. Even with better blood flow. Even with boosted hormones. None of it works if your body is running dry. I'm talking about hydration. Most men, especially over 60, have no idea how much dehydration is dragging them down. You can be eating well, taking supplements, exercising. But if your body is low on fluid, It's like trying to drive a high-performance car on a dry engine. Let me introduce you to Leonard. 69 years old. Active. Walking daily. Doing everything right. But he sat in my office one day and said, "Doc, I'm trying. But I just don't feel full strength. The response isn't there." My first question? "How much water are you drinking?" He laughed. And then admitted, "Not enough." Here's what happens when you're even slightly dehydrated. Your blood thickens. Your blood vessels tighten. Circulation slows to a crawl. That means your muscles don't respond as fast. Your energy drops. And erections? They become inconsistent or disappear altogether. But here's the fix. And it's not just about chugging plain water. The best way to hydrate your body deeply, at the cellular level? Coconut water. Nature's perfect electrolyte drink. Coconut water is packed with potassium and magnesium, two minerals your body craves to function smoothly. It doesn't just hydrate. It helps relax blood vessels. It supports strong nerve signals. It keeps your heart beating steady. All of which are absolutely crucial for strong, reliable performance. Leonard started adding just 1 cup of coconut water into his daily routine. And within days, things shifted. He had more energy. His skin looked better. And yes, things were working again, naturally. The truth is, hydration is the fuel line that delivers every other benefit. Even the best nutrients can't get where they need to go without it. So think of coconut water as the delivery system for everything else you're doing. Now, we've covered the 4 essential ingredients. Beets for blood flow. Lemon for activation. Ginger for hormone support. Coconut water for hydration. Now let's bring it all together into one simple, powerful drink that takes less than a minute to make. The simple recipe, how to make the drink that changes everything. I gave this recipe to one of my longtime patients, Alan. 74 years old. Recovering from a couple of tough years that had shaken his confidence. He looked at me and said, "Doc, if this is really that simple, I've got nothing to lose." 1 week later, he walked into my office smiling ear to ear. He said, "I wish I had found this 10 years ago. Here's the exact recipe. 2 medium-sized beets, peeled and chopped. Juice of half a lemon, fresh, not bottled. 1 inch of fresh ginger root, peeled and sliced, no powders. 1 cup of pure coconut water. Toss everything into a blender. Blend until smooth. If you prefer it thinner, you can strain it. If you like it thick and hearty, keep the pulp. Either way, it's fresh, it's powerful, and your body will know exactly what to do with it. Now here's the important part, timing. Drink this about 30 to 60 minutes before intimacy or physical activity. That gives your body time to absorb it, circulate it, and use it when you need it most. But here's the cool part. Most men don't just feel it in the bedroom. They feel it all day. Alan told me after just a few days on the drink. I felt a warm rush, not like caffeine, not jittery, just steady energy, clarity. I was more present, more me. That's the magic. This isn't about forcing something unnatural. This is about supporting your body the way it was designed to be supported. And when you do that, your body responds. Quickly. Powerfully. And in ways you didn't think were possible anymore. What you can expect, the real results men are seeing. Now you might be wondering, what actually happens after I drink it? That's the part that surprises most men. Because the changes, they come fast. And they go deeper than just physical. When Alan drank it the first time, he called me the next morning. He said, "I don't know what's in that thing, but I haven't felt this grounded and clear in years." Here's what you can expect. Usually within 30 to 60 minutes, you'll notice a gentle warmth in your chest, arms, or lower body. A subtle but steady rise in energy, not wired, just alive. a quicker response time in the bedroom, firmer, fuller erections, and, maybe most surprisingly, an emotional lift. That's because blood flow doesn't just power your body. It powers your mood, your focus, and your confidence. You'll feel more tuned in, more in control, more connected. Not just physically, but emotionally, too. And here's what separates this from a pill. This isn't a reaction. It's a reconnection. You're not chasing some artificial result. You're waking up the part of yourself that was always there, just waiting for the right kind of support. Beyond intimacy, men report sharper mental clarity, better stamina during the day, more restful sleep, fewer crashes in the afternoon, and a renewed sense of purpose. One patient put it best: "It's like my body remembered how to show up again." And when your body shows up, your confidence comes back. You walk differently. You speak with more presence. You carry a quiet strength that others feel. Your partner feels it. You feel it. And suddenly, life feels exciting again. Why this matters, more than just performance. So let's step back and ask the big question. Why does this matter so much, especially for men over 60? Because by now, you're not looking for gimmicks. You've been around long enough to tell the difference between hype and real results. That's why this drink matters. It's not just about having a better night. It's about feeling like yourself again. Let me tell you about Walter. 70 years old. A proud, stoic former Marine. Strong on the outside, but carrying a quiet burden on the inside. He looked at me and said, "Doc, I just want to feel like a man again. Not for anyone else. Just for me." And I got it. I felt that. Because when you've spent a lifetime leading, building, protecting, and suddenly your body doesn't cooperate, it messes with your identity. But this drink, these ingredients, they don't just patch over the problem. They work at the root. They restore what aging slowly weakens. Circulation, hormones, hydration, stress balance. It's not a hack. It's a return. A return to power, to clarity, to you. 2 weeks after Walter started, he came back, shook my hand, looked me in the eye, and said, "You gave me back something I thought I'd lost forever." And he wasn't just talking about erections. He was talking about himself. The final piece, more than a drink, it's a message to your body and mind. Let's bring it all together. This drink, this simple combination of beets, lemon, ginger, and coconut water. It's more than just a health hack. It's a message. A message to your body that says, "I still care." A message to your confidence that says, "I'm not done yet." A message to your future that says there's more life to live, more connection to feel, more pride to stand in. Because here's the truth. What we've talked about today, it isn't just about physical performance. It's about presence. It's about feeling alive in your skin again. It's about reclaiming the parts of yourself that may have gone quiet over the years. And saying, "I'm still here." So many men walk through their 60s and 70s thinking the best parts of life are behind them. But I've seen firsthand, over and over again, that the most powerful transformations often happen in these very years. Because you're not just older. You're wiser. You've lived, you've loved, you've built. And now, it's time to rebuild. But this time, from a place of calm, of clarity, of confidence rooted not in trying to prove something, but in simply being who you are, fully and without apology. And that's what this drink supports. That kind of quiet, powerful return to self. Why this isn't just a fix, it's a foundation. Let me be clear. This isn't a miracle solution. This isn't about chasing quick highs or instant results that fade in hours. This is a foundation. A daily practice. A decision you make each morning to give your body what it needs to thrive, not just function. And here's the beauty. Once you start supporting your system with real ingredients, real science, and real care, your body remembers how to work. Your confidence remembers how to rise. And your relationships, both with others and yourself, start to shift. Suddenly, you're walking with a little more strength, smiling with a little more ease, and looking in the mirror with pride instead of disappointment. I've had men tell me, I started for the erections, but what I got was energy, mental clarity, a better mood, and a stronger marriage. That's what happens when you support your whole system, not just one part of it. You are not done, you're just getting started. If you're still with me, still watching, still listening, then I want to say something clearly and directly. You are not done. Not by a long shot. I don't care if you're 60, 70, even 80 years old. You still have value. You still have strength. You still have desire and deserve to feel desired. This drink is one small step, but it can open a big door. The kind of door that leads to better health, better sleep, better connection, and yes, better intimacy. But most of all, it leads to you coming back to you. Because too many men spend these years fading into the background, shrinking, hiding, settling. And I'm here to say, no more. You've still got fire. You've still got presence. And when you start supporting your body the right way, everything changes. So don't just try this once and forget it. Commit to it. Not because I said so, but because you know, deep down, that it's time. A small favor that could help another man. Now, if this message spoke to you today, if you felt even a flicker of recognition, of hope, of yes, this is what I've been waiting for, I have a small favor to ask. Please, click the like button. Why? Because every time you do, it helps other men just like you, find this message. Men who may be quietly struggling, who don't know where to turn, who are tired of pills and promises and just want something real. Your single click could be the moment that changes everything for them. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Tap that little bell. Because every week, I bring natural, science-backed strategies just like this one, created specifically for men over 60, who still want to feel strong, still want to feel desired, still want to feel like themselves. And if you feel moved to go a step further, if you'd like to support this channel and help me keep creating honest, heartfelt content for older men, you can leave a small donation using the link below. It means more than you know. One final thought from me to you. Before we part today, let me leave you with this. You are still powerful. You are still needed. You are still a man. In every sense of that word. And whether you felt disconnected for months or years, whether intimacy has felt distant or impossible, whether your body has let you down again and again, know this. Your story isn't over. Not even close. Sometimes, all it takes is one small shift, one simple glass, one act of care, to remind your body and your spirit that it's still possible. Not because you're trying to be 25 again, but because you deserve to feel present, connected, and proud of the man you are right now. So here's to you, to strength, to healing, to showing up, not for perfection, but for presence. Stay strong, stay curious, and above all, stay proud of the man you still are. I'm Dr. Mohit Kara. Thank you for trusting me. I'll see you in the next video.